Alright, the original audio for this was lost, so I'm doing this in post-production. Don't worry, it goes back to normal soon. Gear down check, mixture to normal, crank throttle, and priming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crank throttle, one more check of gear down, master on, mags, yell clear prop, and crank and go. Engine live, 1000 RPM. Oil pressure, lean for ground ops. Alternator on. And back to normal audio. Hopefully that will get the avionics now hooked up. Go get some gas. The view to the left is a bit tricky. Right of that. Lancair traffic Lancair crossing runway 19 at midfield, Lancair Park.
Hi there, it's November 360 Juliet Hotel at Lincoln Park, ready for our clearance to Nashua.
November 360 Juliet Hotel, cleared to Alpha Sierra Hotel. When entering controlled airspace, proceed direct Chatham. Expect radar vectors BREZY, then as filed. On departure, climb maintain 2000. Expect 6000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.6. Squawk 1152.
Okay, November 360 Juliet Hotel, cleared to Nashua Airport. Upon entering controlled airspace, direct Chatham, radar vectors BREZY, then as filed, maintain 2, expect 6 and 10, departure 27.6 I think you said, and 1152 for the squawk.
Read back correct, call for release, say runway of departure and estimated time.
We'll be departing runway 1, and if we can coordinate a VFR climb to BREZY, that'd be great to save us getting the 180 heading, and we're ready to go in 10 minutes.
Okay, stand by,
Okay, thanks.
November 0 Juliet Hotel, the VFR departure direct BREZY is good, and I have a new frequency for departure for you.
Okay, go ahead with that.
119.2.
Okay, 19.2, we'll go VFR direct
And then make
BREZY.
sure you squawk before you get airborne.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, have a good day. All right, so that routing no longer applies. We're going to go VFR climb to BREZY. Okay, and the release time also doesn't apply in that case. All right, let's get going.
Link bar traffic Lancair crossing runway 19 in midfield, link bar. Okay, trim set. Pipe set for takeoff. Check 1, 2, check squelch. DG set. Monitoring guard. Okay, lock up all the latches. It's done. Altimeter set. Okay, so departure frequency is going to be 119.2. That's set. Squawk 1151. That's it. I'm going to go to 2000. Just want to double check that nav log. Yeah, the only turns, I've got all the turns in now. So we're doing BREZY, Carmel, Hartford, and then Clough. Carmel's 116.6. That's set. Hartford 114.9 is set in the standby. Flight plans entered. We will copy that in case we need to reset the GPS. That's done. Okay, we'll get the GPS set up the way we want it. Oops. Okay, data field's on, and we want to change fields. Actually, not on that screen. We'll do that on the first page here. Menu, change fields, and I want to change the bearing field to cross-track error. We'll talk about that later while we're en route. Okay, now to back up my course here, BREZY to Victor 39. That's the 266 radial inbound to Carmel. So I'm going to put 266 on the tail. Yeah, 086 heading inbound. And that checks on the GPS. Okay, so all set with that. I do want to put my sunglasses on. Okay, that dream has officially been realized. Fantastic. So we just need to run up and go. All right, looks good. All right, pre-takeoff's ready. Lights, camera, action, all set. Avionics is set. Finals clear, haven't heard anyone. Lancair Park traffic, Lancair taking off runway 1 with a right turn out Lancair Park. All right, there is a TFR active, but we've met all the requirements for flying in the TFR. Nobody's coming from the right, clear right and left. Okay, right crosswind today. Okay, pressure's good. Temps are good, fuel flow's normal. Airspeed's alive. Prop and ram air are taken care of. Gears up, flaps up. Reducing power. Activate direct BREZY, 049 heading. Comes the right turnout. Up to New York.
Okay, we see him on TCAS level 5000, April 7470.
.320 heading, climb maintain 5000, United 426.
New York departure, Lancair 360, Jordan's out 1,500, climbing 2,000, direct BREZY.
April 7473, traffic southbound, maintain 10.
Climb is at 10,000, April 7470.
2 near squad radar contact, to the left heading 290, maintain 4,000.
290 up to 4,000, edge 82.
Gold Eagle 15 knotted to Golf, proceed direct Elevate, contact departure on 124.75.
2475, direct Elevate, for 92 Golf.
April 7473, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, April 7473.
United 426, climb maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000, United 426.
New York departure, Lancair 360, Jules Hotel 2,000, direct BREZY.
Number 360, Jules Hotel, New York approach, 1152 is your code, make sure you're squawking that.
Alright, we'll fix that, Surgical Tom.
Departure, good afternoon, Brickyard 3882 is 1.5 for 3000.
Brickyard 3082 near departure radar contact.
And departure 1592 Golf, no joy 2475.
Golden Eagle 92 Golf, it's 125.85, 125.85.
2585, thanks.
United 426, turn left, heading 270, climb maintain 1010,000.
Heading 270, climb into 1010,000, United 426.
Brickyard 3882, turn left, heading 300, climb maintain 6,000.
Left turn 300, climb maintain 6000, Brickyard 3882.
November 360, Juliet Hotel, your radar contact about 12 northeast of Caldwell, Newark, altimeter 3055. Can you start a VFR climb up to 3,500?
30055 and affirmative, we'll go to 3.5 VFR, Surgical Tom.
Okay, once you're above 3, I'll have the IFR clearance for you.
No problem.
United 426, contact departure 120.85.
12085, United 426.
So on the next radio transmission, I'll turn the squelch off and see if we're still receiving him. Got it running in a peak, the run pretty good, temperatures are coming down.
Departure, good morning, Cutlass 93.
Alright, let's see if we hear this.
1400 for 2000, left heading 180.
Jet Edge 42, climb maintain 1010,000.
Up to 10,000, was that for Jet Edge 82, sir?
Yeah, Jet Edge 82, sorry about that, 1010,000.
1010,000, Jet Edge 82, no problem.
Maple 7473, departure 118.17.
Yeah, 11817, Maple 7473, good day.
Brickyard 3882, direct BREZY, direct Elevate. Left turn 220, direct Elevate, contact departure 125.85.
2585, direct to Elevate, Brickyard 3882,
November 360, JH, you are now IFR, climb maintain 6,000, direct BREZY on course.
Up to 6,000, direct BREZY, then on course, Surgical Tom, thanks.
Departure 9343 Delta, 1800 for 2000, 180 heading.
November 9343 Delta, near departure, right done.
Right then, 43 Delta.
Alright, so direct breeze would be a 059 course.
82, turn left heading 280.
Left turn 280.
Well, they actually said we could go direct breezy, so I'll actually activate that again.
November 9343 Delta's radar contact over Caldwell, climb maintain 4,000.
4000, 43 Delta.
We're only a mile away from breezy, so here's breezy coming up. Radial's coming in, 089's the next course. Go to that. 086, I should say.
Land 360 JH, contact approach 120.8.
120.8, Surgical Tom.
57, have a good day.
1857, 3 Charlie Alpha today.
New York, Lancair 360 Juliet Hotel, 3,800, climbing 6,000.
360 Juliet Hotel, New York, climb maintain 7,000.
Up to 7,000, Surgical Hotel. Okay. So I had memorized the squawk code and memorized it incorrectly, thought it was 1151. Now, of course, it was 1152, so that was a small mistake. Here at 4,000, looking for 7. We're on the course from Breezy to Carmel. Okay, so the desired track between Breezy and Carmel, 086. We're 0.21 of a mile to the right of that. This is why I like to use the cross-track arrow. The HSI shows us on course. The electronic HSI shows us just barely to the right of the course, but there's nothing better than double-digit precision with a cross-track arrow, so that's why I swapped that bearing field out for cross-track arrow on this. Okay, we've got a 7 degree intercept for the Breezy to Carmel course, 0.08 of a mile, dropping quick, so I'm going to start a right turn. I'm right about 7 degrees.
New York Flight Star 103, 7.1 descending 6,000 India.
Flight Star 103 near approach. Juliet, Juliet's now current for White Plains. Proceed direct Barron, join the final.
Direct Barron, join the final. Pick up Juliet, Flight Star 103.
Flagship 4236, turn right heading 250, join the Hudson
Slowly
River
adding power.
250 on the heading, join the Hudson.
Slowly adding power during the climb. Keeping it at about 25 inches manifold pressure, which lean of peak will give me around 75% power. And eventually I'll just run out of throttle. There'll be wide open throttle in the climb. I was actually
103, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, Flight Star.
I was actually able to keep it rich for longer than usual without it getting too hot. Okay, 5.2 looking for 7. All right, we have 152 indicated, 151 over the ground, up 5,400. So there is a, do have easterly winds today, which is very rare. But that'll cheer out to a 1-knot tailwind once we get up to, actually there should be calm winds at 7,000, and then if we can get to 9,000 there's a 1-knot tailwind.
Lancair approach 1047, Mike's leaving 3.5 for 2.5.
1047, Mike, thank you.
Alright, 100, heading
Flagship
indicator.
4236, contact New York 134.9, have a good day.
34.9, flagship 4236, here.
We are over the Hudson River.
JetBlue 395 is 1800, climb is 3000.
JetBlue 395 near departure at a contact. JetBlue 395, climb maintain 7000.
Up to 7,395.
Alright, 6,000 looking for 7.
Flight Star 103, you're 4 from Farron, cross at or above 3000, cleared ILS, runway 16 approach.
4 from Farron, cross Farron, enter above 3, cleared ILS 16. Flight Star
I'm having to
103.
re-lean to keep it lean of peak. I can see the number 3 CHT is creeping up. We're getting higher, the air is getting less dense, so the effective mixture is richer. Same amount of fuel, less air, so it's richer. So to maintain my same point along the curve,
JetBlue 395, turn left
I have to go leaner.
270, JetBlue 395.
$500 feet to go.
JetBlue 395, contact New York departure 120.4, have a good day.
20.4, so long, JetBlue 395.
.087. I'll take. Alright, there's 087. 200 to go.
405 Alfa Romeo checking in at 6,000, turn direct Carmel.
405 Alfa Romeo, altimeter White Plains 3057.
Thank you.
New York, Pilatus 614, Lima Delta 6.3 for 4,000.
Okay, so here's a very telling
Pilatus
stat.
614 Lima Delta, New York, White Plains altimeter 3057.
11 degrees outside.
Depart rhymes on a 280.
But my inlet air temperature is 0 degrees. So the temperature inside the carb is 0 degrees. So if I hit any kind of precipitation or visible moisture,
Flight Star
I gotta deal with that.
103, contact tower 118.57.
in this case I'd kill the ram air
Flight Star 103.
and pull the carb heat. And then I'd observe a rise on the IAT over there. Okay, so leveling off at 7. Having to add some rudder trim as we speed up. Got a pretty good amount of forward pressure on the stick, so I'm going to trim that out right here. I'm trading my stick pressure with elevator trim. Such a great trim system in this airplane, very precise. Okay, 175 over the ground, increasing slowly.
Number 5 Alfa Romeo, proceed direct SJ.
Direct SJ 405 Alfa Romeo.
Got about 5 gallons in the header, maybe 4 3/4. I'll go ahead and run the pumps now. Okay, the transfer light is not coming on, and that's because I have a day-night switch for that, and it's still set from my last landing, which was sunset, so flick that to daytime, and now it's lit up.
Lattice 4 Lima Delta, proceed direct to Zimmer, descend and maintain 2000.
Direct Zimmer down to 2, 4 Lima Delta.
Challenger 405 Alpha Romeo, descend and maintain 4000.
Out of 4,000, 405 Alpha Romeo.
I got the Danbury Airport there at 11 o'clock. That's currently 11.5 miles away.
New York, jet speed 250, we're leveling 3,000, heading 320.
Jet speed 250, radar contact, climb, maintain 7000.
7,000 now, jet speed 250.
Jet speed 250, turn left heading 270, contact departure 120.4. Have a good day.
Okay, heading 270 and 120.4, jet speed 250, good day.
3 miles to Carmel, after Carmel, 078 heading.
Lattice 4 Lima Delta, you're following a Learjet on the straight in, 12 o'clock, 8 miles, 2000.
Alrighty, we're looking for the Learjet. Thanks.
And 4 Lima Delta, reduce speed to 180.
Back to 180, 4 Lima Delta.
I'm happy with the amount of fuel in the header, pumps off, light extinguishers. I was just adjusting the brightness.
New York approach, Air Canada 706 with you descending 12.6.
On the GPS before, that's all that was.
Information, kilo.
Air Canada 706, New York, good morning, LaGuardia, altimeter 3056.
3056 inches, Air Canada 706. We're going to be looking for the RNAV Yankee runway 4, if we could, please, sir.
Exit Air Canada 706, you expect the RNAV Yankee approach.
Thank you.
Okay, 1/3 of a mile from Carmel, 183 over the ground. Turn to 078.
Departure exit 966
Set that.
at
Reset that.
3,000.
Exit 966, New York, radar contact, climb, maintain 11,000.
After 11,000, 966.
Remember 3032 kilo, contact New York departure 118.17. Have a good day.
118.17, 3032 kilo.
Remember 360 Juliet Hotel, contact New York departure 124.07. Have a good day.
2407, that is 0 Delta Alpha.
4 Lima Delta, you still got the airport?
Hey, firm.
4 Lima Delta.
This radio is usually the worst. New York approach, Lancair 360, George Hotel, level 7000.
Lancair 360, George Hotel, New York approach, White Plains altimeter 3057.
57, George Hotel. Okay, so let's review what we did for the departure. So we filed IFR to New York. The preferred routing is easily located. It's a tech route, so we filed that. The IFR departure instructions were pretty much as filed, except they threw on the usual preamble for the departure out of Lincoln Park. As usual, you have to be prepared for whatever the local IFR departure instructions are going to be. Or more specifically, just because you filed a preferred route, don't think that's all you're going to get. They usually have to join you up with a preferred route with whatever instructions are most common out of that airport. So out of Lincoln Park, it's usually, upon entering controlled airspace, direct Chatham, radar vectors, the first fix. So if you're going westbound, it's Solberg. If you're going northeastbound, it's going to be BREZY. If you go northwest, there might be Huguenot VOR. That departure would have been basically a left 180 for us. We'd taken off south, they would have vectored us to east, climbed us over a bunch of departure and arrival streams, actually kept us under a departure stream and taken us over an arrival stream, and then they turn you north. And I didn't need to do any of that because clear in a million and I could maintain VFR. But I still wanted an IFR clearance, mainly because of the TFR that's there today. It's just easier to do an IFR than VFR. So I negotiated a VFR climb to the first fix. That allows me to deal with my own altitudes and my own headings to get myself underway there. I have tried that exactly one time before, and it ended up being a hot mess. The departure controller really never got the information that I was VFR to IFR, and he just thought that I was flight following, so a little bit ugly. All right, 41 miles to Hartford. Okay, that's Carmel right there. There's Victor 3.
Polo 98, level 5,000.
Polo 98, heavy New York approach, white plains altimeter 3057.
3057.
Yeah, what I'm looking for is changeover points on Victor 3 between Carmel and Hartford. There's no published changeover points, so what I need to do is change from using Carmel. I'm heading from Carmel, heading towards Hartford at the halfway point. So, working out the halfway point, the simplest thing to do is look at the en route chart. And right here we have our mileage. We have that marker that says 51. Sorry, that's the lake distance between the VORs. So it's 51 miles between the two. The halfway point would be 25.5 miles. So when I'm 25.5 from Hartford, I should swap over to using Hartford for my course guidance. I'm actually navigating primarily by the GPS, but I'm backing it up with the VOR. Okay, got another airport ahead of us here. Let's see what that is. That is Oxford. So that's where I'm going to go if the stove quits. My friend Chris always says. Okay, heading indicators synced up pretty nicely. Getting 184 over the ground. Not too bad. What our true airspeed is right now. So it's 13 degrees, pressure altitude, it's 3057, so even though we're at 7,000, pressure altitude's around 6,500. So we want to set 6,500 feet to 14 degrees.
Lancair 00 Hotel, contact Bradley approach 123.905. Have a good day.
2395, we'll see you, Sergeant Hotel. Bradley approach, good morning, Lancair 360 Juliet Hotel, level 7000.
Lancair 360 Juliet Hotel, by the approach, by the altimeter 3060.
60, Sergeant Hotel. Yeah, the pressure's going to increase. The high pressure system is centered just north of Boston. So the pressure is going to probably increase the whole way down. This is actually the highest pressure I've ever seen, so. Okay. So we're truing out right now at about 189.
Bradley approach, good morning, Wiggins 398, descending to 4,000.
Wiggins 398 by the approach, by the altimeter 3060.
3060, 398.
So if I want to go a little faster, all I would do is richen up ever so slightly. We're fairly far lean of peak based on the CHTs I'm seeing. Why don't I richen it up to about 10 gallons an hour, and we'll see how we do on the CHT, and we'll see what we get in terms of true airspeed.
November 0 Juliet Hotel, I see you filed for 9,000. Would you prefer 7 or 9?
We'd love 9,000, Sir Hotel.
November 0 Juliet Hotel, climb and maintain 9,000.
Thanks so much, up to 9,000, Sir Hotel. First 1,000 feet's easy, but then physics kicks in. Actually doing this deliberately, trying a slower climb in terms of my indicated airspeed, see what kind of climb rate I get, and also see how much right rudder it needs. Climb rate is
departure,
definitely better than the cruise climb,
to South Brainerd en route to Great Barrington.
but
November 6894
sure is a lot of right
Juliet,
rudder.
departure radar contact by the altimeter 3060.
3060.
Okay. $1,000. I'm still holding a lot of back pressure compared to what I had before, because our indicated speed is so low, so I'm not going to bother retrimming. Okay, easing out the right rudder now, and as it gets faster and faster, I'm just easing out the back pressure that I had before. Alright, there's 143 indicated. 45. Jumps off. That's lovely. 47 indicated. I do see a nice little layer up there. $51 indicated. 12 degrees at 9,000. I'm going to take the
Lance 0 Juliet Hotel, proceed direct cloud.
direct cloud, so hotel, thanks. So I go flight plan, cursor, scroll down to cloud, direct, and enter. Course is 044, start the left turn.
Wiggins 398, if you're not already, direct Bridgeport.
Directly to Bridgeport, 398.
Early departure, Cherokee 6894 Juliet. We're going to level off at 3000 if that's okay.
November 904 Juliet, departure as requested.
94 Juliet.
Alright, now we're going to miss most of those clouds. Kind of a bummer. Okay, let's see.
One approach is 115 out of 125 for 11000 with Victor.
Citrus 115 by the approach by the altimeter 3061, expect visual approach runway 6.
Expect visual to runway 6, that's 115.
Even though I'm at 9,000, when I'm entering, when I'm spinning my true airspeed into the airspeed indicator, such a big difference between the indicated altitude here and the pressure altitude. It's 500 feet difference, so I'm actually imagining I'm at 8,500 instead. That's what I dialed in here. So 8,500 at about 13 degrees. That's just about 191 true right now.
Citrus 115,
well, actually
fly heading
190.
360, vector 2, final approach course, descend and maintain 10,000.
Okay,
heading 360 on descend to 10,000, set to 115.
Hey, Bradley, Reliant 331, 10-5, descending for Danbury.
Reliant 331 by the approach by the altimeter 3060.
3060.
Okay, so we're over the river near Hartford. I believe that's Bradley Airport there right now. Hartford's pretty much below us, just on the west side of the river. That'd be Bradley up there. Hartford 7 miles away.
November 904 Juliet, contact approach 125.35. Good day.
125.35, 904 Juliet. Bradley departure, Skyhawk 5329 Tango, passing 2,500 for 4,500.
November 5329 Tango, Bradley departure, radar contact by the altimeter 3060.
3060, 29 Tango.
Citrus 115, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 115.
Bradley approach, Brickyard 3408, 12.5 for 11,000. We have Victor.
Brickyard 3408 by the approach by the altimeter 3061, expect Victors, visual approach, runway 6.
Hi, 3061, visual runway 6, Brickyard 3408.
November 29 Tango, traffic, 8 o'clock, 3 miles, southwestbound, Cessna 208, 4,000.
29 Tango's looking.
Wiggins 398, traffic, 2 o'clock, 3 miles, southwestbound, Cessna 172, 3,500, climbing to 4,500.
Okay, I'll be looking for him, 398.
Brickyard 3408, fly heading 360, vector 2, final approach course, descend and maintain 10,000.
Heading 360 down to 10,000, Brickyard 3408.
Tango has the traffic in sight.
November 29 Tango, roger.
Bradley approach, Skyhawk November 908, 9081.
Skyhawk 908, 9081 by the approach, go ahead.
Skyhawk November 908, 9081, 20 miles southwest to Bradley with Victor inbound for landing in BREZY.
November 9081, squawk 5215 and IDEM.
5215.
Affirmative, 5215 and IDEM. Reliant 331, contact New York approach 124.07.
247, Reliant 221.
So even Hartford was the closer airport at the time. If my engine quit,
traffic, no factor.
if my engine had quit, I actually would have gone to Bradley.
November 9081, radar contact over the Robertson Airport by the altimeter 3060, say altitude.
Because Bradley has the longer runway.
3060. 3,500, November 908, 9081.
So a handy...
November 9081, roger. Fly heading 060, vectors runway 33, maintain VFR at or below 3,500.
Alright, so a handy tip for checking out the airports that are near you. When you're on the nearest screen, pick any one of the airports you're interested in with a cursor, hit enter, takes you to the airport information page. By default, it wants you to be done with it, so lose the cursor so we're not on done. By hitting the cursor button, now done is not flashing. And now when I spin the small knob, I'm looking through the airport information for Bradley, even though it's not my destination. And so I go to the second page, the waypoint page, sorry, second page of the waypoint chapter. Bring up the cursor, move it 2 to the right, and I can scroll through the runways, see what runways are available and what the longest ones are.
Looking, 9081.
Citrus 115 traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles northeastbound, Cessna 172, my control at or below 3,500.
Got him in sight, Citrus 115.
Citrus 115, roger, expect lower once north of traffic.
As it turns out, we'd have been way above those clouds anyway. So we're 20 minutes out of Clough.
November 9081, traffic no factor, passing behind.
So let's get our field elevation for Hartford.
9081.
Direction Nashua.
115, descend and maintain 2,500.
2,500, airport size is 115.
Elevation's 200.
Hotel contact approach 125.35.
2535, Surgeon Hotel.
Citrus 115, cleared visual.
3265, water ski 3518, good day.
Rage 1, contact Westfield Tower.
That's UHF, probably a C-17.
November 48 Romeo, ident, Bradley altimeter 3060. Charlie Golf 0 Hotel Bravo, turn right heading 020. Roger. Number 48 Romeo, radar contact 2 miles south Worcester. Are you proceeding direct Lauren at this time? Brickyard 4319, proceed direct Chesterview, or contact Boston Center 132.65.
3265 Boston, direct Chester, Brickyard 4319, good day.
November 48 Romeo, climb and maintain 4,000. November 0 Hotel Bravo, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay, so most of the targets she's working are not on my frequency. Approach November 360 Juliet Hotel, level 9,000.
November 360 Juliet Hotel, Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3060.
60, Surgeon Hotel.
And November 48 Romeo, I'm showing you about 40 degrees off course. You are proceeding direct Lauren at this time? November 48 Romeo, flight heading 180 for now. Brickyard 3406, flight heading 150, contact Bradley approach 123.905. Charlie Golf 0 Hotel Bravo, cleared visual approach runway 11. Thanks for your help. Radar service terminated. Contact Worcester Tower 120.5.
What I'm doing is breaking this squelch to see if those pilots are on the same frequency but too far away from me to hear, which is pretty rare, or if they're simply on other frequencies. And in this case, it's the latter. So in those cases, you got to listen, and just because you don't hear the response doesn't mean they're not talking. So I was basically waiting for a break in her cadence. She was sort of banging out instructions one after the other. And when I just waited till she delayed slightly longer than usual, it's still a crapshoot, but you do your best. All right, so to my left is the Westover base. Official name of that, WRB, no, it isn't. What is it called? Oh, CEF. There we go. Westover Air Reserve Base.
3406, contact Bradley approach 123.905.
123.905, good day, Brickyard 3406.
Yeah, when you want to get to those other sub pages, when you're looking at
November 48 Romeo, advise next approach you were looking for.
At another airport, if that done cursor is flashing, the small knob doesn't do anything.
Roger.
You'll lose the cursor.
A left 090 for you at this time. You can proceed as requested.
The runway 523 is 11,500 feet long. I'm just looking backwards. I got three major airports nearby I can use. I got Barnes off my left wing.
Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3060.
Westover, my 10 o'clock, and Bradley behind me.
Westfield, expect a visual approach runway 2.
I'd go for Westover.
November 48 Romeo, advise when you're established in the hold.
Problem is, it's a military field, so it's not ideal. But with that super long runway, and Bradley being... I don't know if I'd make Bradley at this point. Bradley is 15 miles. Actually, probably would make it. I'll turn around, tell you what I would do then. I'd turn for Bradley right away, and if I got any sense that I wasn't going to make it, I'd go to Westover. Okay, fuel's getting low in the header, pumps on.
Killer 1, roger. You have traffic at your 12 o'clock, 10 miles westbound, 6000, Skyhawk. Killer 1, roger.
I'll try and get the windshields cleaned up before the next one. I remember that bug right there. I hit at 9,000 feet on the way from Lafayette, Tennessee, heading back to Lincoln Park.
Bradley departure, Cherokee 68904 Juliet, flight canceled this time. We got Great Barrington in sight.
November 904 Juliet, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, thanks it up, good day.
Killer 1, descend and maintain 4000.
Good afternoon, Bradley approach, Mustang 251 Mike X-ray inbound from the west.
Killer 1 is going to maintain 3000. Clear visual approach for runway 2. November 90 Hotel, contact Albany approach 132.82.
Okay, I told her I want to be at 1,000 feet, 2 miles prior to Nashua.
90 Hotel, contact Albany approach
Showing me that I need 455 feet a minute to make that happen.
Angel Flight 90 Hotel.
I've told it my profile's going to be 600 feet a minute. And
Killer 1, contact Westfield Tower.
And I armed the VNAV messages, so...
Ken Bradley, Mustang 251 Mike X-ray.
So it'll generate an alert when it's time to descend.
And Killer 1 on 125.35 only, contact Westfield Tower 251.1. And other aircraft calling Bradley, say again.
251 Mike X-ray, inbound from the west with Victor.
That's a perfect example of why you want to kind of listen a bit before you broadcast. I think, yeah, she had just issued the frequency change.
1 Mike X-ray, safe position.
That target, and then he just kind of went...
90 miles west inbound.
He just made his call.
West of what?
Bradley, landing Bradley with Victor.
November 251 Mike X-ray, squawk 5225 and ident.
And ident, 251 Mike X-ray.
guess that's another good tip is when you give a position report when you're checking in, don't assume that just because you're talking to the approach facility that matches the name of the airport you're going to.
And 1 Mike X-ray, that's 5225-5225.
Don't assume that they'll know that that's the airport you're referring to, because she's working at the very least.
5225 for Mike X-ray.
At the very least, she has...
Hotel, contact Boston Center 123.75.
2375, good morning, Central Zone. She's covering a whole boatload of airfields.
Solution 611, radar contact 6 miles southwest of the field, leaving 5,700. Climb maintain 16,000.
Boston Center, Lancair 360, Juliet Hotel, level 9000.
I'm going to guess one of those was 360 Juliet Hotel checking in 9,000?
Affirmative.
Thank you. And who else checked in?
That was 1428, leaving 290-240.
That's 1428, Boston, roger. Send maintain flight level 200.
200, that was 1428.
For 6 Juliet Hotel, counting Boston, approach 134.75.
3475, Central Hotel.
And 0 Juliet Hotel, you remain this frequency.
Okay, stay on 2375, Central Hotel.
Okay, 325, radar contact 8 south. East of Rowland, leaving 4,700. Springfield altimeter is, actually making the keynote altimeter 3062. Maintain VFR.
Let's take a crack at getting the status.
Solution 611 is clear direct to Albany.
Upkiss.
Sub 829 Boston Center, climb maintain flight level 190.
Okay, it's a 45-degree turn after cloud. Nice to get direct Nashua, but if they could get it to me, they probably would have.
Southwest 2692, contact Boston approach 118.25.
1825, come on.
I'll have to listen closely to that recording and see if the frequency change was not for me.
3,500, port Pittsburgh in sight.
Okay, 3,500, and we'll report when in sight.
Wisconsin 3775, cross pop at maintain 9,000, maintain altimeter 3063.
Cross pop and maintain 9,000, 3063, Wisconsin, 3775, and actually we don't have pop on our flight plan.
Yeah, so that was Wisconsin 3775, clear direct Manchester Airport, cross 25 miles west of Manchester at maintain 9,000.
Alright, clear direct Manchester, cross 25 west of Manchester at maintain 9,000, Wisconsin, 3775.
851 Quebec Sierra Boston Center, clear direct to Syracuse, climb maintain flight level 230. November 360 Juliet Hotel, center maintain 5,000.
9,000 for 5,000, Central Hotel.
Delta 829, climb maintain flight level 230. Solution 611, contact Boston Center 121.35. Southwest 1428, across the lobby at maintain 1000, the Boston altimeter 3062.
Lobby 1000, Southwest 1428.
We're going to be descending for quite a while, so I'm rolling in some forward trim so I can do this descent without having to hold pressure the whole time. So two things are going to happen as we get lower. One, the manifold pressure is going to increase as the engine makes more power down low, so I got to keep an eye on that. Once we get to about 25 inches, I'm going to start backing off the power so I can still keep it lean down. The other thing that's going to happen is the mixture is going to get lean effectively as the air gets more dense. So as I feel it starting to vibrate, I will just richen up ever so slightly. Still keeping it lean at peak, but smooth. I got the speed, I'm in the bottom of the yellow arc here. Not anticipating any turbulence, but even so, might get a ride, a bit of bump through these little cumulus clouds right here. Still not really getting the ATIS very well. Okay, the GPS has dropped. It's gone from en route to terminal sensitivity, so now it's gone from 5 miles being full deflection to 1 mile being full deflection. So just get back on course here. About a 0.4 of a mile off, and I've got a 3-degree intercept, so now it's down to 0.38.
November 360 Juliet Hotel, contact Boston approach 134.75.
3475, Georgia Hotel. Boston approach, Manta 360 Juliet Hotel, 7,000, descending 5,000. We're working on the ATIS.
Tower 360 Juliet Hotel, Boston approach. Good afternoon. Nashua altimeter 3063. Advising you have information Tango. You can expect visual approach runway 14.
63, and we'll advise when we've got the numbers and visual for 14, so come.
Tower 360 Juliet Hotel, when you're able to see direct Nashua.
Yeah, we'll go direct Nashua now, so come. 077 heading.
Morning, Boston approach, Wisconsin 3775, descending through 12,700 for 900,000, information Zulu at Manchester.
Wisconsin 3775, Boston approach, good afternoon. Manchester altimeter 3061. When able, proceed direct top V for the visual approach runway 35.
Direct top V for visual approach runway 35, 3061, Wisconsin 3775.
Okay, backing off a little bit of power. Approach 0 Juliet Hotel. You mind if we go off frequency to get the ATIS? The other radio's a bit weak.
So 0 Juliet Hotel, frequency change approved. Report when you're back on.
We'll go 0 Juliet Hotel.
About 5,000, coming to Wayne, 2.9er, F1 3064. Good approach from use, landing depart runway 14, 5 Tango.
Hey, Tango, 14.
That's confirmation, Tango, 1450 Zulu weather, wind 1107, 210. Got a cloud 5,000, coming to Wayne, 2.9er, F1 3064. Good approach from use, landing depart runway 14, 5 Tango.
Sergeant Hotel, thanks for that. We have Tango.
Call and approach, say that again.
Tower 360 Juliet Hotel, we're back and we have Tango.
Tower 360 Juliet Hotel, register send and maintain 3,000.
And a 5.3 for 30 Sergeant Hotel.
November 60 Lima Lima, contact Boston Center 123.75. Good day. Wisconsin 3775, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, Wisconsin 3775.
I'm backing off the power a little bit more. I'm going to reduce the rate of descent just to try and slow it down a little bit. They gave me direct. Kind of messed up the descent planning a little. So we're a little high right now. Alright, there's the bottom of the yellow arc right there. About 5 minutes out. Get that tower frequency ready. Tower's 33.2. Oh, huge bug just splattered. Okay, we've got to come right a quarter mile. to a 077 course roughly. We get as we intercept the direct course. 4,000 looking for 3. I wouldn't expect much of a ride through these clouds, but we'll see.
Mooney 90113 Foxtrot, Boston approach.
Yeah, we're going to start a gradual descent to get below the clouds so we can see the airport.
Mooney 13 Foxtrot, roger.
Basically no change in the ride. It's getting a little bit more bumpy now, but it's always bumpy coming into Nashua. Alright, 11 miles out, tower set.
Lancair 0, Juliet Hotel, Nashua Airport, 12 o'clock and 10 miles, advising the other field in sight.
We will advise, Surgeon Hill. Alright, there's 3,000. Putting the power back in.
Boston approach, good morning, K325 with you, 4,600, maintaining VFR to Boston.
That's the field right there.
Air 325 Boston approach, good afternoon Boston, altimeter 3063.
Pulling power.
Wisconsin 3775, so maintain 4,000.
Going to maintain 4,000, Wisconsin 3775.
Field in sight, Mr. Hotel.
That's Air 0 Juliet Hotel, cleared visual approach, runway 14, contact Nashua Tower 133.2, good day.
Visual 14 over to town, Mr. Hotel, is in. Nashua Town, good morning, Lancair 360, Jordan Hill, visual 14.
Lancair 360, Juliet Hotel, Nash, continue for the right base, port 2 out to 14.
4 ports, 2 out for the right base, 14, Jordan Hill.
Tower Cessna 204, after this one, we'd like to depart on about a 250 heading.
Roger. Information uniforms now current, the wind 0607, the altimeter is 3063. Chicago 19833, Nash Alpha, taxi to 14, just put uniform on the air, the wind 060 at 7, altimeter 3063.
Grounds, 0.8. Set and the standby. Hotel, 2 mile right base.
Lancair 0 Hotel, Roger number 2, you're following Cessna traffic left base to final, just about a half mile out, 14, clear the lane.
Okay, number 2, clear lane runway 14, looking for the traffic surge hotel. Alright, we're below your extension speed. Three down green. I'll take mixture rich. Power back in. Approach flap right there, retrimming. I'll do pre-landing checklist, mixture rich, drop, full forward. We do have 3 down green, fuel is good. N07 Zero Hotel, we don't have that traffic. Where's the now?
If that was a Lancair, that transmission was broken and barely readable.
Okay, we do not have the arriving traffic at site. Where's he now?
Yeah, once again, it's broken and barely readable. A lot of noise in the background. Zero Hotel, you're clear to land 14. The wind's 110 at 8.
Land runway 14, Zero Hotel.
And Tower, would you like us right-hand departure or left-hand? Doesn't matter.
Hey, right turn out if you're going southwest.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Right turn.
Down November 0 Hotel, we just swapped to another radio. How's this?
Okay, who was that?
November 360 Hotel, we just swapped to another radio. How's this?
You still got a lot of noise in the background, but just a tad better.
Okay, thanks. What's going on there? Alright, full flap. Traffic has apparently already landed and taken off, so we're good.
Lancair 0 Hotel, if able, turn right at Charlie, where you parking?
Midfield Cafe, 0 Hotel.
No, that was much better.
Seems to be intermittent, I guess.
Alright, you can taxi straight into the park and underground point 8.
Okay, straight ahead to the midfield, underground point 8, 0 Hotel, thanks.
Nashua Tower, November 852, November Delta, ready for takeoff.
And 852 November Delta, Nash, I don't see you at the whole shoreline.
After landing. Lane's cleaned up.
Talk 833 on course, approved 14, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we swapped the ground. As you can see, it's just one controller working both.
Someone 852 November Delta Nash, roger the Cessna, departing is a right turn to the west, on course approved 14, clear for takeoff.
Okay, mags to off, master switch and alternator off.
Yeah, welcome to Nashua.